Good evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Industreleven. I'm standing in front of the workbench back at my, base for the time being. You may have noticed a sign there that wasn't there the last time when I signed off. I had 8 double chests in here. This is my general use chest, which has a lot of what I've mined. I also went ahead and smelted some smooth stone for a little bit later. And then I have all of this fun stuff in my episode preparation chest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start smelting this stuff. If I can remember why I had all that stuff to be smelted, let me think. That may not be enough coal. But oh well. Anyway, let me see here. So I'm going to go ahead and smelt my copper. 16 of them. 24 tin. And I'm going to go ahead and smelt the rest of the iron ore. Grab 3 more coal. And put that up in here. I'll leave the rest of that aside for the time being. Grab some wooden planks. I'm going to craft myself something called a tree tap. And this is going to be used on IndustrialCraft rubber trees. Only works on IndustrialCraft rubber trees. Where might I find an IndustrialCraft rubber tree? Well, you remember that swamp to the northeast? IndustrialCraft rubber trees love to spawn in swamp biomes. In case you're wondering what this is it's a preliminary layout for a power plant, but that's for a future episode. Right now, let's head to the swamp and grab some A, sticky resin, and B, rubber tree saplings. I'd like to be able to build a rubber tree plantation a bit closer to home. Yeah, I don't want to go through the trouble of having to cross this body of water every time I want rubber. Although I will if I have to. Alright? Yes, I am still planning on peaceful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and knock the leaves down. It's going to expose any resin sites. In my experience, you can completely deleaf the tree and the resin sites will still spawn. Let's see, there is resin site down there, resin site up there. I think there's a sticky resin that went into the water. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and delete this tree here. And as you can see, I did get 1 sapling out of it. Yeah, in case you're wondering, I did do a fair bit off camera. A lot of mining, obviously. You saw just how full my general chest was. And also the fact that I have a sapphire pickaxe. Sapphires are part of red power. Currently, they're only used for tools. And sapphire picks in particular, durability is somewhere between iron and diamond. Let me see if I can't light this up a little bit. I know it's a little bit crazy with the lighting, but hey, gotta light it somehow. No sights on this tree that I can see. Oh yes, I don't think the tree capitator mod will cut down an IndustrialCraft rubber tree. I know it definitely does not cut down a red power rubber tree. I wasn't sure about IndustrialCraft, but I'd be surprised if it did. And frankly, I'm not actually all that worried about it. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Apple. And a regular sapling, which does me no good at all. well, I wouldn't say no good at all. It'll come in later. It'll come in later when I'm ready to start work on forestry. I've basically decided that I'm going to try to take it, at least at first, one mod at a time. And for this episode, because I have the materials for it, the mod of choice for this episode is going to be IndustrialCraft. And this will be basic IndustrialCraft stuff, the early preliminary machines and whatnot. The more advanced stuff will come into play in later episodes. Alright, let's see. Are any more resin sites on this tree? Doesn't look it. I think I will go ahead and grab the sugarcane while I'm at it. Don't know if I'll need it later. I'm assuming I will. Finish deleafing this tree here. In case you're wondering, yes, I am in the United States. We are, well, I'd say we're in the thick of election season, but this is America. There's no such thing as not election season in the United States. Makes you wonder how we ever actually, govern. The Republicans are currently in the thick of selecting their presidential nominee for the upcoming election in November. Those of you who may be watching from Europe may be wondering, really, you have preliminary elections in January for an election that won't be held until November? What are you thinking? Mostly it's an artifact of the fact that the election dates are always fixed. It is always the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November. For the House of Representatives, your representative is up every even-numbered year on the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November. The president is up any year that's divisible by 4, the presidency is on the ballot. Again, first Tuesday after the first Monday in November. And that means that the process of running for these offices starts well in advance. Indeed, pretty much every candidate that declared for the presidency declared their candidacy in 2011. More than a year before the election. And that's partly because the Iowa caucuses, which start the nomination calendar, are held, well, they're the first in the nation, and as they were 4 years ago, they were held very, very early in January. The first Tuesday in January. What do I have? 18? That won't be enough. 19. Not having massive luck with the resin. Here. I'm not going to blame any president or presidential candidate for that. It's the pure luck of the draw. Let's see here. No resin sites so far on this tree. Still no resin sites. A sapling. Oh, there was a resin site. Any others lower down that I missed? Nope. Alright, let's go ahead and delete this tree. I would say probably leave it at this point. I don't know if that's will it be enough? I doubt it, but it'll get me a decent start. Alright, that's relieved. No resin sites on that tree. So finish deleting this tree. keeps getting in my way. So those two trees are deleafed. So back to this island over here where I was previously working. Never get any more saplings. Somehow I doubt it. Did any of the resin sites regenerate? Somehow I doubt it. 21. There. Won't be enough, I'm sorry to say. And that took me the whole night. An entire Minecraft night. Let's see here. Can I jump across the lily pads? Okay. I missed one. Let's get as close as I can to that. Clay. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my shovel, but I can still dig it up by hand. So I'll dig up. Yeah, I think about that much for the time being. That'll have to do for now. And I won't have to worry so much about lighting at this point with the sun coming up. Alright, back to this tree here. I'm wondering if this isn't something I should have done off camera. Oh well. Hey, resin site. Hey, resin site. Yeah, that's it. Alright, well, let's just finish deleafing this tree then, I guess. Come on, give me a sapling. There's a sapling. 2 saplings. Well, there we go. So that brings me to 9 saplings. I do see, that tree in particular, right there, you can see it has 2 sites on it that I can tap. No, it's just a little bit too far. Can I jump that? Yes. Okay. So 24, 28. I do see 2 more tapping sites. 9 saplings I'll have to do for now. 31 resin. And my tree tap just ran out, which means this is a great time, I think, to return to base. I will return once I've done so. And actually, before I do return to base, I'm going to go ahead and line this area here with stone. At least the bottom. And, yeah, I'd say 1 more layer up. And I just ran out of stone there. I'm going to need more stone to finish that off, and that's okay, I guess. It'll be another mining run between episodes 2 and 3, presumably. Grab the copper out of there. Go ahead and grab 4 coal. Grab my tin out of there. And the iron, and finish smelting up all my sticky resin. So let me think. I'm trying to remember what I was trying to do here. I have the coal in here. That goes with the iron ingots. I'll go ahead and grab 4 more coal. Put all this stuff up in here. That goes to my clay. When I get an opening, 24 tin, that's exactly what I needed. 16 copper. I will go ahead and put 1 up. Alright, let me think. Where was I? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab everything that I had in here. And the iron in there for some odd reason. Oh, right. Now I remember why I had that iron in there. Alright. So go ahead. 5 iron over a furnace gives me 1 iron furnace. So, So, grab the rubber out of there. 5 iron. 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 5 i go ahead and start smelting up the iron. In case you're wondering, IndustrialCraft includes a second smelting for iron. You smelt iron, you get something called refined iron. And if my calculations are right, I should need 43, which means I'm actually going to be creating 5 refined iron more than I actually need. Got 11 cobblestone, which adds a simple building material. Okay, I've got 64 cobblestone there, and 8 like that, but that will be a later stage, I think. So, let's see, the rubber's going to finish smelting first. As soon as it does so, I think I'll just go ahead and make a way for the clay, start smelting the clay. In the meantime, start making stuff. Alright, now that I have the rubber, and actually let me put 1 rubber in there. Once again, I'm over. Alright. Rows of rubber on the top and bottom, and a row of copper in the middle gives me copper cables. I now have 30. Now, for the tin, I believe I need 6 batteries. So that gets me 6 RE batteries. Now I have cable up there, 5 wooden planks like so, and that gives me what's called a bath box. That is the first piece the IndustrialCraft mod I can make. And I need some refined iron to go any further. Let's go ahead and grab that 24. I should be able to make generators. So what I'm going to do is 8 refined iron gives you a machine block. Put the machine block, the RE battery on top, and furnaces on the bottom will give you 3 generators. And then I'm going to go ahead, if memory serves me right, there we go. And that gives me 6 water mills. That's what I'm going to use for power generation. You'll see why in a later episode. And since I've got 20 wooden planks, I'm going to go ahead and make those up into 4 tree taps. Those will come in handy once I get the rest of my refined iron, I think. Let me think. How many? I believe I needed 3 electronic circuits. So let's go ahead. Electronic circuit, iron furnace, and the last 2 redstone gives me an electric furnace. I can make another machine block. Electronic circuit underneath it, 3 flint on the top, 2 cobblestone on the sides, gives me a macerator. 8 refined iron gives me a machine block. On a circuit on top, and then the 4 tree taps on the side. Or no, it's machine block. Yeah, machine block on top, electronic circuit in the center. That gives me an extractor. And yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and smelt this cobblestone. Put up the refined iron. Let me think here. Put up the axe. Grab my copper cables. Too bad I'm going to be a little bit short, but oh well. Not much I can do about that at the moment. Now, head over here and make a fateful decision. Let me think here. Around this. Yeah. Can I do that? Yes. So shift click allows me to put the block on the side of that directly. Now, I only have 5 cables. There's no way that's going to be enough to allow me to connect all of my water mills just yet. That's fine for the time being. Off camera, after the end of this episode, I'm going to return to the swamp, get some more sticky resin, Should I do that off camera, but during the current episode, maybe? Alright. Go ahead and put that like so. Actually, I would say go one further. Put the bat box here. I'm trying to decide. Well, I've got a lake right over there if I need to refill the buckets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use those 2 buckets to start filling up the watermill. And as you can see, it's starting to generate power. A decent amount of power, actually. Each bucket will give you 1,000 EU. Doesn't sound like a lot, and it's not really once things really get going. It's a start. Let's just say that. Alright. Now let me go ahead and put those there. Electric furnace there. Macerator there. Extractor there. Try to clear out some of the foliage underneath all of this. This is not going to be the final setup for the factory, but it will do for now. And now that I have the factory at least started, you know what? I think this is a decent place to end the episode. Before the next episode, I'm going to go back to the swamp, grab some more sticky resin, and then start, filling that up with water as much as I can to get as much power into this bat box here. Make some more cables, maybe try to connect some of the other water mills. Yeah. Should be some good times. But that's all going to be between episodes. This has been Industreleven. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, and/or subscribe.